Hi, Marie here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm excited. We're getting closer and closer to Valentine's Day. So I thought I would share with you my favorite, like my top 10 date night fragrances. So these are fragrances that I would want to wear on a date night or if I want to feel particularly sexy. So these are ones that I'm going to pull out because they make me feel good. So likely if I'm feeling like all sexy and saucy, it's gonna make the night go well. So I'm gonna share with you these 10, but before we get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, become part of the Weird Wonderful family. I would love for you to join us. And yeah, hit the like buttons, the notification buttons. There's so many buttons that you guys can hit. So please feel free. And other than that, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. And so let's get started. So actually, before I get started, I find that when I wear a red lip, people ask about it. Thanks for asking. Like, that makes me feel happy. So I thought I'd tell you what's on my lips today, and I change up the reds here and there. What I put on my lips, and I use this pretty much for any look that I do, is the Morphe lip liner in Forecast. Now, I used to use the MAC lip liner in Stone, I believe, but then they discontinued it. And honestly, I love Morphe lip liners. They feel just like a MAC lip liner, but they're $4.50 as opposed to $19. So I've switched over to Morphe for my lip liners. So I put that on first, and then I put on this Morphe lip liner called Huva. And again, I had a similar combo in MAC, but now I'm using the Morphe. So that's my combo for when I do a red lip. And then I'm using NARS. What is it? Oh, that's perfect. This is NARS Cruella Velvet Matte Lip Pencil. And Cruella, I love Cruella de Vil. I've been compared to Cruella de Vil quite a lot in my life. I'm not quite sure why. Because I'm actually really nice, but yeah. So it's apropos that I'm wearing Cruella today. Anyway, that's it for my lips. Let's get started. So these are fragrances that make me feel sexy, that make me feel like a woman, that make me feel like I can take on the world, man. So yeah, and I don't know, maybe that's weird, but to me, date night perfumes are about me smelling saucy and sexy, so these ones do it for me. So I'm going to start with this one. This is Angel Muse by Mugler. This one is just beautiful. You know, I smell something different every time I smell it. So in the past, when I smell this, I usually smell major patchouli and a little bit of hazelnut. So it comes across more as a sweet tea. This time, today, I'm smelling that hazelnut, that sweetness. This is the best it's ever smelled. Yum. So this one, for most people, comes across as kind of like a powdered Nutella. It's super sweet, it's provocative, it's intoxicating, it's long lasting, and I think that this one is super sexy. Even for me, I smell more of that patchouli than I do the hazelnut, but I still find this one super intoxicating, bold, provocative. It's awesome. Now the next fragrance I have is La Rive Taste of Kiss, and this one is inspired by La Nuit Tresor by Lancôme, and I just think it's beautiful. It's rich, it's sweet, it's a little bit chocolatey. Yeah, it's just intoxicatingly delicious. So I love this one. I think it's gorgeous for date night. Yeah, I think like basically all of these ones are ones that guys like too. So I have my video from earlier in the week are perfumes that I feel like guys really gravitate towards. These ones guys are gonna like too, but for me, these are more heavy hitters. They're a little bit more bold. They're more intoxicating. So yeah, Taste of Kiss or Lancôme's La Nuit Tresor, beautiful. The next one is also an inspired scent, and it's Frederico Mahora Pure Royal Parfum 900, and this is the inspired for Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. Tom Ford Lost Cherry, to me, it just smells delectable. Like it's that boozy cherry almond combination is just so phenomenal. And so if I want to smell, well, yeah, I really like this one. You know what? I'm thinking that the boozy cherry with actually Noir pour Femme would be an amazing combination. I'm going to try that one of these days soon. I'm going to do a layering video for you guys soon. I'm so new in the perfume journey, and so at first I was like really intimidated by the idea of mixing perfumes and kind of messing up. But now what I find is I'll smell something and go, ooh, I can see that pairing really well with this. So yeah, I love Lost Cherry. I would love to have the real thing, but I'm just not willing to spend the moolah at this juncture. So the Frederico Mahora dupe really gives me something that's close to that. The next perfume that I think is beautiful for a date night, and this to me is more of a classy, I don't know, classy but subdued date, would be Dolce Gabbana's The Only One Intense. I love this one. I've got so much perfume in here that I can't actually smell anything. Oh, yes. So this opens up with apple, like it's quite a tart apple, but it comes across to me as just a booziness. That's what it lends itself to. And then there's this creamy coconut, sandalwood, cedar-esque type dry down. And so the coconut is definitely not a star player. This to me is more sandalwoody cedar, but it's just beautiful. It's quite warm, it's quite deep, and like just, to me it's a little bit lactonic, so it gives me a bit of a creamy, like I think of a panna cotta for some reason when I smell this, but kind of with a cedar essence. So I definitely notice that cedar in the dry down, which gives a bit of spice to it. And I just think this one's beautiful. I think it's alluring. I think it's really an understated, classy, sexy fragrance, but it's just beautiful. Now the next perfume that just makes me feel exceptionally saucy would be the Alien Essence Absolue. And for that matter, honestly, Alien in general. I just love Alien. And this to me it just takes Alien to a whole other level. So this one has vanilla, myrrh, and incense. And so you get this, like you get that Alien, which is already like kind of sexy man-eater type woman, but then you pair it with this intoxicating myrrh, incense, and vanilla, and it is just absolutely spectacular. This one I find lasts a long time on my skin, and this one to me is like just super, super sexy to me. So yeah, I love this one. I love wearing this one. The next one is Tom Ford's Noir pour Femme. I've talked about this one tons and tons. This one I would say to date, like right now, is the one that I'm most infatuated with. So prior to this one coming on the scene, this was my favorite. Now this one is discontinued, so Alien works just as well as far as being a great date night scent. But Noir pour Femme, again, it's luxe smelling. It's got a slight lactonic vibe to it. Some people have compared it to kind of a cheesecake. I can get that. I get what they're saying. It's long lasting. It smells luxurious and rich and deep and mysterious, and I love this one. So to me, these are both exceptionally alluring. So yeah. So basically, like when I think about all these scents and the next four, these are about fragrances that put me in a certain mood. So they either, you know, they're going to boost your confidence, make you feel special, make you feel sexy, or, you know, just kind of it. And really, this is an accessory to me. So, you know, the way I do my hair or my makeup or my clothing, they're all part of me feeling a certain way. And so fragrances do that as well. So depending on my mood, depending on how I want to feel, I'm going to use a different fragrance. So moving on. The next one is another Rive, and it's Fleur de Femme. This one is inspired by Poison Girl. I just love this one. It's a juicy, you know, there's some cherry, peach, orange, like blood orange. So I think of like just really juicy, ripe, delicious fruit paired with a little bit of almond, and it's sweet, absolutely delicious. This one also lasts a long time. And I love the way as this one dries down, it just kind of gets sweet, almondy vanilla. It's just beautiful. It's super intoxicating. So love this one. The next one is I Don't Need a Prince by My Side to Be a Princess. And this one I love. This one has green matcha tea and ginger and marshmallow, and those are the three notes that I primarily smell in this one. This one's super sexy. This one's a little bit more girly, a little bit more flirty than like provocative, but I love this one. And this one I can see being one that men really enjoy because it really has a heightened sweet factor. So this one is super edible. It's a little bit powdery, kind of like a powdered matcha tea to me. Mixed with that ginger and that marshmallow. Marshmallow in general is a little bit powdery too. So this one is, it's tasty. It smells like a treat for sure. Love it. Now I've got two more for you. Now this one is Swiss Arabian's Shaghaf Oud. It's very similar to Lancome's Oud Bouquet. Apparently, I haven't smelt that one. I hear Oud Bouquet is even sweeter. So this one is an Oud Rose praline combination, and I just think it's stunning. So this one would be the most dramatic perfume. Well, there's a few that are dramatic, but this one is super dramatic. And so like if I was going out for a fancy evening and wanted to be like, I don't know, like just dressed like super fancy, I think I would wear this one because I just love the smell. The rose gives it a sophistication. The oud gives it a bit of mystery and a bit of spice. And then that praline kick just adds a certain amount of sweetness and just makes this just so sexy. So I love this one. So last fragrance is one that I haven't worn that much recently simply because I wore it a lot in the summer, and so now I associate it with summer, but it would be good all year round, and it's Olympea Intense by Paco Rabanne. Now this one, to me, this one is super alluring. So it smells it has amber, vanilla, and salt just pared down. So I feel like it's way saltier than the regular Olympea. But it's also way sweeter than regular Olympea. So it's pared down, but it smells kind of elemental. It's super seductive, sexy smelling, and it reminds me of skin. So that salt component, I just think it's sexy because it reminds me of salty skin. That's what this kind of reminds me of, just a heightened, sweet, salty skin. So I think this is beautiful. Honestly, I almost wonder if a guy could wear these, like the Olympea line, and what it would smell like on a guy. I'm kind of curious now, but I just love this one. This one is definitely one that puts me in a mood. It's absolutely beautiful, super seductive to me, intoxicating, and it's really quite sweet, but in a almost like a vanilla caramel, like a salted vanilla caramel. That's kind of what this smells like, but not at the same time. So this one is beautiful. This one to me smells super mysterious too. Quite a few of these, you know, I like to be mysterious. Even though I'm not. Those are my top 10 seductive date night scents that I believe make me feel all special and make me feel like a woman. No, I don't need a fragrance for that. Anyway, that's it. I think the other thing to remember is that like Valentine's Day is not necessarily the most fun day for people, especially if they're single. And I just want to put it out there that I think Valentine's Day is about celebrating love. So whether it's with a significant other and it's about a date night, or whether it's celebrating the love that you have for your children, or the love that you have for your friends, or the love that you have for your parents, don't negate yourself from enjoying the day just because you don't have a significant other if you don't. It's way more than that. And if at the very least, make it about loving yourself. If you're by yourself this Valentine's Day and you're feeling down, love yourself well that day. I hope that you have an amazing day, that you appreciate yourself, if nothing else. But to me in life, we've been gifted with so many people that are in our lives for different reasons, and all of them can be celebrated. It's a time where I can reflect and go, am I loving well? All those kind of things. So you can take it in completely different directions. It doesn't have to be date night or sexy. It can be about love. So that's my spiel for the day. I hope that you enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know. Tell me what your scent, the scent that makes you feel like a woman. What scent is it that just really makes you feel special and saucy and sexy? I would love to know. And that's it. Have an amazing week, and we'll talk to you soon.